Greetings and welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jeffico, and my co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, episode 6, what did you think?
Good.
Starship porn?
Starship porn. I'm watching this and I'm like, yeah, this is going to be Jeff's favorite episode of the season. I don't care what happens for the rest of it.
Still didn't get a live-action Titan of the original.
Well, that's
true. I want my
true.
Luna class, Chris.
Yeah, I know you do. But we did get a great look at it in Lower Decks.
Yeah. Overall thoughts of this episode?
Tons of fun. This was so much just fan service nostalgia. That's what we were doing today. We advanced the plot a little bit. And this was basically a lot of the plot points were something I'd seen people guessing just based on the episode titles. It's like, we know Geordi is going to be involved in this at some point. We know he's working at the Starfleet Museum. The episode title is not Bounty, it's The Bounty. So we're gonna go get a cloak and device from the HMS Bounty, and then there we go.
Yeah, like even trailer stuff, like I remember seeing Riker and Deanna behind a force field talking. This is like, oh, like at some point Riker's getting captured. Like.
Yeah.
Start out, they're being chased. They drop the transponder, and we get see three lovely ships just converging on it. Like,
one thing that's
how much of Starfleet is taken over?
I mean, enough that they can give directions to people.
Yeah.
Like, the individual crews don't have to be compromised, just the high level. One thing that sort of bothered me was we learned that all the ships are linked and, they can communicate with each other, and changing the transponder or whatever doesn't matter too much. Why doesn't Shaw or anyone on the the Titan know this?
Yeah.
That was a little weird.
I mean, I kind of know that just from watching Prodigy, and when the virus was being spread out.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, because they all communicate with each other, and once one goes down, it sends out a distress signal to others.
Like, I totally understand Picard and Riker, who have been out of the game for a while, but like, fucking Shaw and Seven should know how their ship works. They should know that, but whatever, we'll allow it.
I like everything that's going wrong. Geordi's been like protesting. He's like, oh, I sent 3 memos off about Fleet Day and we shouldn't be gathering all our ships together, and this whole communication talk between ships, I don't like it. I've sent things off for that. Old man screaming at the clouds, Geordi.
Yeah.
Commodore LaForge. Geordi.
Yeah, we got to meet his other daughter, Alondra.
And that is his actual daughter. It hasn't been the actress that we've been seeing so far.
My only disappointment was like she seemed in agreement for the heist, but then like she wasn't there helping install it. But she's the engineer.
Yeah, she's the engineering daughter. But then I guess we gave the other daughter Sydney some props when they were putting data back together.
Yeah.
So she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was good seeing Geordi. We spent some time at Daystrom Station, and we saw some little Easter eggs.
Oh my god! Yeah, this was again. We're seeing all the old ships. We're seeing all these Easter egg nostalgia references from Daystrom Station. Daystrom Station, very cramped, by the way.
How terrified are you of an attack tribble? Attack
tribbles were super cool. They really reminded me of Metroids.
Really?
I was replaying the Metroid Prime remake a little while ago, and yeah, they're little Metroids.
You ever watch the movie Critters?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, they're not that cute, but they're fuzzy little guys that roll around and eat flesh.
Yeah. We had the body of James T. Kirk.
Yeah, which I liked because it's just like, of course they went back to get it. Did the events of the novel The Return written by Shatner happen? Was he assimilated by the Borg and that's the body at this point?
Oh my god, I don't know how much beta canon we're doing, but yeah, and I was honestly most interested in Genesis 2.
Yeah.
What the hell does that do?
What improvements did they make? Does the planet not blow up at the end?
Yeah, I want to know more about Genesis 2.
I just assume, like, if I ever die, someone's just gonna throw me on a planet, blast off the Genesis, get me out of there before the planet blows. But now I'm gonna have to wait.
Oh, maybe it rebuilds your soul too, and you don't need Dr. McCoy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
maybe
helpful.
it does that.
Then it'd be like, hey, he didn't have one. Yeah, we got ships passing over, so the Titan had to leave when they dropped Riker, Worf, and Raffi off. Mm-hmm. They put their little computer chip in there. Mm-hmm. And then it recognized Riker, and we got a little good profile pic of Riker.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice picture.
Yeah, looking good.
Driver's license would have looked great. Mm-hmm. We got Crow flying past, which was nice.
Yeah.
And then Moriarty.
Oh, my dear. Villain doesn't do justice to my complexity, and only reveals your simplicity.
At least somebody's consistent.
Moriarty. So this, the appearance was, I guess, just for the little one episode here, but that's super fun that they brought him back for that.
Well, even Riker pointed out that this wasn't the complex Moriarty. That this is all coming from data, basically. Mm-hmm. The music notes, the solve it, the marvelous, seeing high definition flashbacks of TNG.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think I realized why that impressed me more than my season 1 Blu-rays, because they actually did the aspect ratio. It wasn't in the 4:3.
Okay,
they actually did the widescreen. Yeah, it was the widescreen HD.
Yeah,
and that is super cool.
I was just like, why does this look so much better?
That was super cool.
We got synthetic human data.
Yes, so they did make
soon.
Yeah, they did make another one. So some of the we're doing so much nostalgia stuff and so much fan service that it's getting to be a bit of a stretch.
Does it even classify as fan service anymore? Like, hey, we're bringing data back again.
That's what we do here.
Did he ever leave? I've seen him every single season.
That's what we do here.
I don't know about soon, man.
From strictly a storytelling perspective, I would not have brought Data back again. 3 times is too many.
Well, it's like you're trying to pull my heartstrings, but I've seen him die now several times.
We've already done this a couple times.
I've seen different asshole versions of Soon several times.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot, and it's probably too much. But we're getting the band back together. That's the point of this season.
Yeah, I think my favorite was the Enterprise Soon, because it's just like he was working on genetics.
Yeah,
and it's just
they can
something
do different
different.
things.
Yeah, they're just smart people.
Mm-hmm.
Morally incorrupt. But yeah, no, he tried, he wanted his legacy, because I guess building an AI civilization was not enough.
No, it's never enough.
But I mean, you don't want to reference season 1, I understand. But then he's like, okay, so I built this data, but he's got the B4 lore and, LOL and all this, and then himself, and it's just like, he couldn't finish the work, which is why it's fragmented. Mm-hmm. It's 4 personalities in one, which, multiple personalities, so you can live with that, it's fine. You can live with that! It's fine! I did not need later when, we saw that smile out of Data, it's just like,
it's like, we got that. We got that from your face.
The show's been so good with actors just getting a chance to do subtle things. This was like, I did need to be hit over the head with that, and then I'm B4. Yeah, you just gotta talk like that. We know B4, child talking guy.
And more. I am before.
Cool way to bring Data back, I guess. Mm-hmm. If we need to bring Data back.
It was really sweet, him waking up, and this is an older version of Data's programming, and he recognizes Geordi and Picard. But it's we've been through this shit with Data a couple times already, and
I would just kidnap Soji. And have a flashback of her getting kidnapped and then getting reprogrammed and put into security, and then bam, you've just brought her back. So her being in the series and being the whole first season is getting paid off a little bit. Now it's nice.
Oh yeah, we could have done that. But again, season 3 Picard is not season 3 Picard so much as it's season 8 TNG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except they keep referencing his positronics.
I know.
They said they were just going to do it once, but I keep hearing it.
I know it's dumb, Jeff. I'm sorry.
Jack's got neurosomatic syndrome or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it's an advanced form because they're making it sound like he doesn't have his generations.
Yeah, Picard lasted until what, like 90?
Yeah, fucking 180, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they didn't make him younger, though. Okay, so if I'm building a data, like, synthetic thing, would I not make him younger?
No, he wanted this one to have the wisdom of age.
Yeah, but the body of young...
The body's a little pudgy.
Hey, I don't know if anybody remembers that TNG episode where that evil doctor with the hot wife decided that he was going to go into Data's body.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, he wanted the younger body. And that was pretty easy. He just did it himself.
He just hopped right in there.
Yeah. You make it sound so complicated. Soon's like, oh yeah, we did all that. No.
Did you know Dr. Soong?
Know him? I told him everything he knows. You could say that I was the father of his work. Which kind of makes me your grandfather, doesn't it, Sonny?
So Jack's drinking his troubles away.
Yeah.
Tells his dad he sucks. He inherited shit from him. He's like, oh, you killed me before I was even born. Mom thought it'd take years.
Yeah.
That's good. Good shot at Picard that he later pays off when they're talking. And he's just like, yeah, you know, I'm pretty clever and I got all these great attributes. I get that from my mom.
Yeah.
But I'm brave and a few other loyal stuff. And, you know, I didn't know who I got that from until a week ago. I was like, that was nice.
Yeah, it was.
This really was about family.
Absolutely.
If not, the whole season is about family.
Yeah, and we
Last season was about finding love. We're ignoring that love. She's on some Romulan bar right now.
Yeah.
We'll get back to the end maybe. Yeah. If he doesn't bring Beverly with him. Awkward.
Yeah, and we were even doing, going through all the old ships. We got the Defiant, and then we got Voyager, and we got to hear Seven talk about her experience with her family on Voyager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Jack in the captain's chair.
Got Jack and Geordi's daughter.
Yeah. Hey, you know, romance makes a series, man. I mean, we got the bro-romance of Bashir and O'Brien. That made that series.
Oh, that was great.
To Paul and Trip, that made that series.
Sure.
Staying.
Brilliant. Oh, and just to be clear, I caused quite a lot of this. And your sister, on more than one occasion, has flown us out of the mess I made. Rather wonderfully, I might add.
John, stay away from my daughter. And even the sister's like, hey, let's just set phasers to start.
Yeah.
All right, like nobody would talk like that, even in the future.
Take 10% off the top there, bud.
Yeah. Wasn't even an engineering pun. Let's lower the dilithium levels here. Come on.
Do you always fly at women at warp speed?
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, no, I'm liking that little bit of a romance there. I believe it's called The Crush, according to Terran Thomas.
Okay. We'll let Twitter decide what it's called.
Yeah, and then he's complimenting her on flying them out, and then they're just like, hey, how about you guys up for a little heist? And then they steal a cloaking device, which we don't see, but it happened. Like, should the whole ship phase while you're inside of it? Should you see oh shit, our walls are gone?
That's never how we've seen the inside of cloaked ships before.
Yeah, this is just not how it looks usually.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Usually it looks like normal ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were seeing the walls.
Oh yeah, that's because we were installing it and we were fucking around with it.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, this thing's gonna blow. Geordi walks down there. Don't date my daughter. Alright, let's fix this. No, you better help me with it. Fix it quick! Shit's gonna blow!
Geordi knows it's easy.
Yeah.
He's got the magic eyes. He's scanned it already.
Have you any idea, Jean-Luc, how many Federation treaties this violates?
Well, I guess they'll just have to add it to my tab.
What did you think of Geordi this episode? He was pretty against Picard, very for his family.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to learn to let his daughter make the same kind of choices that he was making when he was in Starfleet.
Yeah. He even referenced this like, oh, I'm mad at myself for not being my younger self.
Yeah. And I really liked Shaw geeking out over LaForge.
Yeah.
He's a LaForge fanboy.
he's stumbling over his words a little bit there, and it's like 23rd century duct tape, and I guess 24th or whatever. And then he's just like, I'd love to talk about the technological marvel. This is like, oh, good, you know.
Yeah.
You know the ship I don't.
Yeah, he just didn't give a shit about Riker and Picard. But Geordi, oh my god, Geordi. That guy's a legend.
Well, you know, I guess Geordi didn't break a ton of the rules. Strickler. We won't talk about his holodeck pursuits.
No, we don't.
Hey, is Mother real? Or is she just a really well-written program?
Who knows, man? They specifically did not name her, so I don't think it's going to be anyone we know.
No, we won't. You know what they could do? Leah Brahms.
They could.
Because
that's what they did in the flash forward. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if they're going to do that.
In the books, they would constantly have that like spark back up. She got like married to someone else, and then he died, and Joyce was like,
Hey,
how you doing?
Hey.
Let's go on an adventure together and see what happens. That's a Shatner book too.
Hi.
Riker getting captured after they rescue Data there. And when he's getting the shit beat out of him in front of a couple of Starfleet people.
Yeah.
And then turns out to be Vadic.
Yeah.
I was like,
for a second there, I was wondering if they were going to do Odo.
Yeah.
I probably wasn't going to like it if they did.
I was wondering what you were thinking. You were like, oh no. Like, I was just like, what's he thinking? Shit.
Yeah.
I was like, why is Starfleet this isn't how you treat people in Starfleet.
Yeah.
We did get reference to Section 31. Riker's just like, I know what they are. I just didn't know they had all these cool toys.
Yeah.
And a station that's visible to everyone. That's patrolled by Starfleet. I'm sorry. Like,
honestly,
this would not be a Section 31 site.
I know. As far as the actual canon goes, I feel like they've really written themselves into a corner with Section 31, and we talk about this every time it comes up. It shouldn't be general knowledge. It was handled very well in Deep Space Nine, and everybody else wants to be part of the cool, Black Ops thing. And it's just getting mangled.
Even Enterprise didn't ruin it. Like, Enterprise did a fine job with it, I thought.
Yeah.
You know what they need to do is they need to be like, before Section 31, there was another secret organization, Section 29.
We don't talk about 30.
No, 30 failed really quick.
Oh, shit.
It was just somebody else they put in charge of Section 31, like Sloan, but he wasn't as smart.
Yeah.
You know
what it is? It's that thing where you run a prank, right? You release 3 pigs into your workplace or whatever, or your school, and you number the pigs, number 1, 2, and 4. So after they've caught all the pigs, they're still looking for number 3, right? So that's what Section 30 is. People are going to spend all their time looking for Section 30, and they're going to miss Section 31.
Yeah.
Stars in the same galaxy, but light years between us.
Oh, you are definitely your father's son. He too has a knack for the poetic drive-by observation.
Final thought, me, Chris.
Final thoughts. Great episode for a Star Trek fan. Just all kinds of goodies, all kinds of pointing at the screen and being like, oh, it's the thing.
We literally got projection of what they stole.
Oh yeah, it was Captain Picard. We should probably maybe mention that. It was Captain Picard.
Yeah, they stole his body.
Yeah. Wonder what the hell changed. I don't know what changelings are going to do with that.
Well,
unless
they stole that, they want Jack.
Yeah.
So
they specifically mentioned that Starfleet used a virus to take out the changelings. So I'm wondering if the changelings are trying to engineer something from Irumodic syndrome that'll like kill all the humans or all the solids or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I think it's supposed to be pretty rare disease, and that'd be something both Picard and Jack have.
Yeah, there's that theory, and then there's my outlandish idea of maybe they're working for Tom Hardy, and they just need a younger version of Picard and Picard's body to fix him.
Yeah, okay, great.
As he will lead the Remans to victory that are using the changelings to win this war.
Great. You know what? I like yours better.
And like, he just comes back as current Tom Hardy, who's huge and buff and like...
Yeah, because he's been improved.
Nothing like young Picard. Man.
He's been improved.
Man, did he like grow out of that.
Yeah.
Well, we Picards always explorers.
I was the first Picard to leave Earth. It caused quite a stir in my family.
Picture the Thadion radiation there in Daystrom too. Yeah, fun episode. We got a little bit of action there. A lot of stuff with my girl Sydney. I watched a bunch of the interviews with the LaForge family. I really like the bond the two sisters have already. Like, she's been invited to Thanksgiving, and they're hanging out with their friends. Her picture has actually been Geordi on her Instagram long before this, like decade. So she grew up as a big fan of Geordi, and feels she will live into existence.
Nice.
Yeah. Overall, we're going strong. I've heard a few people not like the next few episodes. I heard a few people love the next few episodes. So we'll see.
Well, I'm loving it so far still.
I think we only got a couple left.
Are we doing 10 or 12?
10? I don't know.
I don't know.
We're not at 12. I think we're at 8 or 10.
Oh, we better be 10 then.
All right. Well, as always, guys, thanks for watching. See you next week.